Hey guys, I'm Anj.
And I'm Laura, and we are veganize.
So today we are making a awesome, healthy, homemade, vegan and gluten-free granola. You can make this under 10 minutes. It's really such a simple recipe. You can customize it to whatever you like.
Okay, should we get started?
Yes, we should. Obviously, the main ingredient of granola is the oats. How many cups of this do we have?
About 15 cups. Really customize it the way you like it, but in ours, it's 15 cups.
Yes, and we were making a big bowl that will feed 6 people for a long time. So we'll be adding unsweetened coconut. We add about 2 cups of this into our granola. We'll also be adding 2 cups of cranberries. These are actually sweetened cranberries, so they'll be the only sugar that we're adding into the entire granola. Obviously, you can omit this if you want it completely sugar-free. If not, it just adds like a really nice kind of extra sweetness. We'll also be adding currants into the mixture. Keep that in mind while you're adding your dried fruits. Currants will not be going in right now though. You will want to leave them out until after you've cooked it because they're so small, they will dry up and they will be like hard, crunchy bites. Yeah. Really not nice when you're just trying to eat your granola and then you're like almost breaking a tooth over these freaking currants. We will add them later.
We'll add 3 tablespoons of chia seeds.
We'll also be adding walnuts. So 1 cup of walnuts. You could add pecans, really any nut that you want to go in your granola. We'll also be adding some pumpkin seeds. 1 cup of these also.
1 cup of sunflower seeds.
Yeah, this is really so healthy if you could not tell already. A bunch of really healthy fats for you. And like I said before, no sugar actually goes into this besides the cranberries. So we'll also be adding 1 cup of sesame seeds. I really love these. I mean, like, they're one of my favorite parts of granola. It seems like such a small kind of insignificant filler, but I really love it.
And we'll be adding 1 cup of flax seed.
We'll also be adding 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and this will actually be the only spice that we put into here. Obviously, you can add more if you would like to, but I feel like this flavors it pretty nicely.
Ange is just gonna finish mixing up the dry ingredients and we'll get the wet ingredients going. So if you have a measuring cup that holds about 4 cups, it would be perfect. So you're gonna do 3 cups of boiling water. The reason that it's boiling is because when you put the monk fruit sweetener in, or if you decide not to use monk fruit sweetener and you don't mind a little bit of sugar, you can substitute it with maple syrup, you can substitute it with brown sugar. We don't want the monk fruit sweetener to actually be granulated, so we want it to actually dissolve in the water. You're gonna add 1 cup of monk fruit sweetener. This is up to you. If you're used to having granola
that is store-bought, very sugary, very much like a sugary cereal kind of granola, basically like one of those granola bars or like a cookie kind of just
really, it's
ground
like a
up
cookie usually.
Yeah.
So for ours, it is less sweet. And we are used to this. If you want more sweetener, go ahead and add it.
Yes.
We're adding a cup. If your monk fruit sweetener, it doesn't look like it's dissolving, you can always put it in the microwave for a couple of seconds as well, just until it's dissolved.
We'll also be adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You could also add maple extract or just whatever kind of flavoring you would like to, really.
Okay, and now we're gonna add some oil, and we always use olive oil because it's a little healthier than canola oil. This is really up to you. If you're low fat, then, well, I don't know if you'd be eating granola if you're really low fat.
Because of the seeds and like the nuts.
Because of the nuts and the seeds.
Okay.
But if you want it to be less low fat, you do not need to add as much oil. But we add about a cup because this is really,
it's a large
about 20
thing.
cups of stuff.
And really, like, you don't want to just be eating dry ingredients. The more liquid, the better, honestly, in my opinion.
And I don't mind actually getting healthy fat into my body. Is that about a cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll also be adding 1 teaspoon of salt. And that's it. We have our dry ingredients, we have our wet ingredients. The next step is to combine them. And obviously you can tell it's so simple. We're almost done.
Yes.
Like, we would just put it in the oven after this and...
Really, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It really takes no time at all.
And before we went vegan, we would add honey, right? And so
Yes.
that's what the maple syrup would kind of replace.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, you just keep mixing until all of the dry ingredients are mixed in with the wet. You know, this is actually good for your arms.
Yeah.
And it depends. If you're not making as much as we are making, if you wanted to half the recipe, then it would not be nearly as good of an exercise.
You would not need to worry about it overflowing over your bowl.
Right, yeah. So we have reached the point where everything is combined and we're just gonna put the oven on to 350 degrees.
Yeah, and then we are going to fill up these cookie sheets with the granola. We just want to kind of even layer so it all cooks the same, not too thick. Obviously it depends on the size of your own cookie sheets, but we put about 4 to 5 cups on here.
This will go in the oven. We put in 3 cookie sheets at a time, and we put it in for the first 20 minutes. Then we will take it out and stir it up so that the top will also cook.
Obviously you can toast it to the amount that you would like. I personally like it when it's a lot softer. Like I like my granola kind of like overnight oats, you know,
like mine
crunchier, more oatmealy.
Right.
Yeah, Mom likes a nice kind of crunchy toasted granola.
Yeah,
to
it's
each
really
their
up
own.
to you, right?
As you can see, we had 3 cookie sheets that just went into the oven and they were all filled. We still have about half a bowl at least left over.
Yeah.
Obviously you can cut this in half if you would like to, but we'll have the recipe down below so it'll be a lot easier to gauge the measurements. Okay, so the granola has been in the oven for a total of 40 minutes. It was in there for 20 minutes and then we took it out, mixed it up a little bit, and then put it back in for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
After you've mixed it up, you might want to just go in like 5 to 10 minute increments to make sure that it's not getting too brown. And like as you can see, it is a lot more brown on the sides. The color is just a little bit more toasted.
And so this is the point where you add your currants in.
Yes. You're gonna be adding 1 cup of currants into the entire batch.
If you want more currants, please go ahead and add them at this point.
Oh yeah, I love currants.
So what I was gonna mention, I don't know if I did before, but while the mixture is still wet and you haven't put it in the oven yet, just taste it and see. If it doesn't taste sweet enough to you, please add extra sweetener at that point. 1 cup is good for our family, but I know every family is different and everyone's tastes differ, so.
All right, and this is our granola. So quick, so easy, so healthy.
And tasty, yes.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
really. I don't think I've told you enough how delicious this is. And so Mom will just like eat this, a bowl of milk and whatever.
Yes.
I love, as I mentioned, overnight oats. So I'll actually take this and I will add some milk into it and then put it in the fridge overnight and it kind of soaks it up. It's more of an oatmeal-y kind of thing. So if you're not into that,
Right.
don't do it, but
Yeah.
I don't know, that's just what I like.
Yeah, you could have it with vegan yogurt as well.
Oh yeah,
that
just
would be
topping
quite tasty.
for anything.
Yeah, absolutely. You make it as a
Smoothie
topping.
bowls.
Yes, for sure. Well, thanks for joining us today.
If you want to check out some sweet treats, please check out our last week's videos, all Valentine's Day-ish themed. We got some really yummy stuff on there.
Yeah, they were quite decadent. Let us know if you've made the granola, what you thought about it. We will have the recipe in the description below. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Have a great day.
Have a great day. See ya.
Oh my goodness. Don't let me elbow you again. It's getting heated. Tensions are rising.